All right, I'm here this evening with Jada, Grace, Olivia, Maya, and Camille, all officiated at the AU Girls State today. How was your day?
It was good, exciting. The first couple matches to get used to it and in the flow, but after that it was really fun.
I'm gonna stick with Jada just because I know you've been here a few years, 3 years now
Yep,
that you've
3 seasons.
wrestled, or not wrestled, but officiated wrestling. Um, how have you seen yourself get better as an official through the last 3 years?
I'm when I first stepped on the mat, I thought it would be something that came natural to me since I've wrestled for a while, and then you get a awakening when you get that first complicated match, and you're like, oh, should have read the rule book this time.
I've done podcasts with Nadine before. We're all here. We're actually hanging out. Where Nadine, you guys are staying with Nadine this weekend. I've done podcasts with her, and she talks about really knowing the rule book. Something most of us coaches don't actually know. Um, Grace, how long did it take? Have you gone through the rule book? You passed the test. What have you learned a lot from that process?
Yeah, I think the test for officiating really doesn't help you as much as you would think. Actually, it's more of getting the learning experience, I think, and learning from people who have came before us and already have gone through that learning experience and are willing to teach us younger people.
Yeah. So we'll go to Olivia. How was your experience today? This was your first big tournament, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of nerve-wracking at the beginning because I haven't really rocked much this season, and I was really surprised when Mark had asked me, and it was once I got the hang of it. Joe was actually we were mic'd up. I was mic'd up with Joe, and it was actually really nice to hear him talk to me through my ear and everything, and talk back to him, and so he would know what to do. And after I got those first couple matches in, I started to reach low, and it was just really fun and great, and those big matches and seeing everyone happy and it was just really nice and fun.
So I won't try to embarrass Joe, but there was a call and I was happened to be sitting there and you said, I don't think that's right. You were sitting off to the
Oh
side.
yeah,
So even experienced officials can make mistakes.
yeah.
What did you learn through that experience of talking with Mark and Joe and yourself?
I just it's sometimes in different refs they have different ways of doing stuff, and I from when I was talking with Mark last night, we were talking about um injury time or recovery time, and I was the recovery time ran out, that girl should have won, and we were just trying to get Joe's side of the story, and he explained to me why he did what he did, and just we just talked about it so I could understand better why he did that, and then I finally got it. I was okay, yeah, that makes more sense, and he realized he should have done it differently, and then helped me understand what I should have done, what I should have done in that situation too if it happened to me.
Yeah, it was actually a good experience for me too
Yeah.
because I learned a little bit about the whole
Hmm.
choosing between injury time and
Yeah, it's all
the head
complicated.
and neck. There's a lot more to it
Yeah.
than most realize. So Maya, you're the oldest in the group. You're almost a grandma compared to everybody else here. You're you've been doing this a long time. I think the first time I saw you officiating was probably at Mad Dreams in Independence, Iowa. 19, no, not 19, 28, 2018,
Yes.
2018, 2017, somewhere there. It was before COVID, if I remember
Yeah,
right.
it was my freshman year of high school.
Yeah. So how did you get started or refereeing?
So when I was in middle school, 8th grade, we were at our regional and there was a bunch of flyers out for, getting younger 8th graders gonna be freshmen into officiating because everywhere you go there's a ref shortage and so they needed more officials. And then all the refs in my area knew me and they're like, oh my, you'd be really good at this. And I was like, yeah, I probably would be. And so went out my freshman year. I was 14, became the youngest female official in Illinois. Um, and then I've just been doing it since my freshman year. It was good to start building up some money because then when I became turned 16, I had a good chunk of gas money saved up.
I bet so.
Yeah, gas money and
Gas money.
Sonic trips blew through that, so I had to keep going.
Yeah, literally.
That's yeah. So from the first times you started officiating to now, and I've watched you over the years. You've officiated different tournaments I've been at, both at the Iowa High School and then off season stuff. What have you really learned from your whole experience?
Um, Wrestling and reffing has taught me a lot of patience. That's kind of like my word that I've gone with this year. For my wrestling, for my reffing. I ref now with like my hands glued to my legs because I knew I got into a habit later in the day when we're getting to those heated matches where I would start throwing up a bunch of points. So I like taught myself to keep my hands down. And then goes for when you're wrestling, late in a match, you gotta keep your hands down. So it just kind of like ties together. But through reffing, I've just gained a lot more experience. Through coaching, through reffing, through wrestling, they all connect with each other.
So Camille, not least, last but not least in this question, how did you decide to get into officiating?
I thought about it for a long time, but I never really took the next step until I think it was the Waverly tournament. Delaney Youngblood kind of told me how to get my license. I did it that night, and then I think there was a spot that opened up here, so I decided to ref here. And this is only my second tournament reffing, so it was a little nerve-wracking with that, but that's about it.
Yeah, this is your second tournament officiating.
Yeah.
You did a great job today. I watched all you all did a great job. I mentioned Nadine earlier. Representation in the sport is such an important thing. We talk about it all the time. Everybody I'm around, we talk about getting more female coaches in the corner, having female officials, because I could be wrong, but probably not any one of you want to turn into a fat old guy that's bald and has a beard.
No.
Maybe you do.
No, I'm okay.
But-
I don't want no.
Nadine is somebody you can see yourself in. First female official I ever saw. What's your thoughts on Nadine? I don't care who starts, but how has Nadine been an inspiration for you?
I honestly think she's just like honest. Like she'll tell you what you do wrong, and if you do it wrong, like she'll tell it to you. Like she doesn't care, and like that's what I kind of like about her. Like she's just blatantly honest with you, and if you're doing good, you do good. Like I just remember her coming up to me throughout the day today, like telling me I'm doing really good, and like if I had any questions, she answered them right away. And like if I didn't understand, she would like explain them to me like till I understood. And she's just like overall like great to like even like watch, or even just like for her to be there and like tell you like, oh, you need to do this. Like we got into like a moment like with the coaches, and like the coaches like contradicting my calls and like try to argue with her and like make her like change my calls, but she's like, no, it's like your match, you're not gonna override your calls because you're on the whistle, it's your match. And like so just like having like her like help me keep my confidence up throughout the day was like really awesome.
It's really awesome. That is really awesome. That's cool. Who's next? Grace? How about we'll go with Grace? There we go.
Yeah, I think that she's also just like a great example of like confidence, and also like she like just like kind of persevered through a lot. I think like as a ref, like she's like one of the first female refs we saw, and like I can't imagine like that was easy, but she's really like paved the way for a lot of future female refs, and I'm sure that took a lot of courage from her. And I hope that more people continue to follow in her footsteps, because I think that's what she wants.
That's about what I was gonna say.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
had,
she took your answer.
yeah, she had to deal with Joe and all them. I would be.
Yeah, I think it shows a lot of even the younger girls that, hey, that can be me someday, and it gives them a good role model to look up to.
Not being an Iowa person, but Nadine probably was still one of the first officials you saw. Did she officiate any of your stuff when you were growing up?
I feel like she had to have, especially when my team would come over here. We would do the duels and stuff over here, so I don't doubt that she's reffed me a bunch growing up. But for like my reffing with her, like she's been like a mother figure to me in my reffing. The girl refs when we're all together, we have like a family, older sister, mother type of vibe when we're together.
She's her older sister.
Yeah, I'm not her sister, but this weekend.
Older.
We just talked today that she had a couple of good years before the nursing home.
Yeah, literally. She's her older sister. I told her that. That's the thing. I'm like, yeah, she's like an older sister, girl.
But yeah, Nadine is like definitely like a mother figure to me. She's a good mentor, a good person for me to look up to. She doesn't take any crap from anybody. And it makes it easier for me to put myself into her shoes and like be like, I don't need to take any crap from anybody either. If Nadine's here doing it, then like I can be doing that too.
How are you, Camille?
I didn't really like ever have a conversation with her until this weekend. But I think my favorite part about her is just how calm she is on the mat. I've never seen her get worked up over a big match. I've never seen her like lose her control as a ref, and I think that's my favorite part is just watching her, and she has confidence in every call. Like even if it could be wrong, which they're not, she's confident in it and she's always calm.
Yeah. All of you are still, we're still in a trailblazing part of girls wrestling. You know, some of you have been doing it a little bit longer. Maya, probably, I'm quite certain you only wrestled boys in high school. Jada probably had a year. Did you wrestle a year or so with just boys? So you had, yeah, you had to compete with just boys. But all of you have been a part of growing the sport of wrestling. Let's talk just real briefly about where you wrestled and kind of what wrestling's done for you. Go ahead, Jada, start since you're on that end.
I started wrestling in about 5th grade for the Davenport West, and then I wrestled for Davenport West on the boys team, and it was really fun. I started wrestling because I saw my uncle doing it, and I was like, well, I want to go out for wrestling, and everyone's telling me, no, that's just a boy sport. That's just a boy sport. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'll prove them wrong. Didn't win a match for first 3 years of wrestling, and I was like, don't know if I want to do this anymore. And then I won that first match, and I was like, might be able to do this, might be able to do this. So, and then when I started wrestling girls, I was like, it was a little community. Like if you ever saw a girl wrestle on a different team, you're like, oh, hey, how's it going? How's your wrestling career going? That was my favorite part, is just the wrestling community of the girls that started before it was a thing. And I'm very happy to see that women's wrestling has evolved so much within like even a couple of years. So, and then just wrestling makes me want to help out other like women growing up, so they have a little bit of a role model too.
Grace, you just finished up an all right season, winning a state title and stuff. But you've probably wrestled your last competitive match because you're going to go on to school and run track. But what has wrestling done and given you?
Yeah, I think that wrestling's done a lot for me. Troy.
Get it together.
I'll get it together, sir.
I think wrestling's meant a lot to me, just like in such a short amount of time. I mean, I only joined wrestling just over 3 years ago now.
Sorry.
But like that 3 years has meant like so much to me. Like when I first joined, I was a super shy kid. I didn't talk to anyone. I actually wanted to like just sit at home and read books all day. And like wrestling really made me like grow as a person. And like now by the end of like my senior year, like I couldn't walk 10 steps of the state tournament without talking to somebody. And like not only did I make these friends, but like I also gained so many memories. And so like that's why I wanted to start officiating and hopefully coaching when I'm older, because I want people to be able to experience the same great memories and friendships and just like personal growth that I felt during my years.
Olivia, how about your career? We talked a little bit today, and I know that to me, Bettendorf has always been that evil school because it always seems like my girls end up wrestling Bettendorf for a state placement and stuff. But how'd you get started in wrestling, and how'd your career go this year?
So my dad was a high school coach back in Illinois. So I started when I was really young. A lot of my family grew up wrestling. I moved to Iowa in 2018, and then that's like kind of when like I just like didn't want to wrestle anymore. And I was just like, oh, like I don't really know if I want to do this. It was like also right after my dad passed, so it was like kind of hard. Like I just like because that's what I did with him. But then I started getting back into it, and I enjoyed it more. And then I was wrestling boys a lot. And then once like I hit high school, I was like, oh, like it's just girls now, like yay. And my freshman year, I had a really great team. I had like Hannah Rogers, Lexi Peterson, like I had a really great team my freshman year, and like they all took me under their wing. They were like all like my sisters, and we never did like anything alone. So and with like wrestling, like I made so many like new friends. Like even like being with them for like the last day, like we all become like super close, and we're all just like hanging out, having fun, and at like you just make so many new friends, so many new memories, and like even if you don't only talk to that person once and like you see them again, like you can be like, hey, like how are you? And like this season, I didn't have the greatest season coming back from my surgery. I didn't make it to state, which was like it was really hard for me because like I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna win this, like this is gonna be my year. Like if you had asked anybody, like, yeah, I'm gonna win this. And not making it was hard, but like I just know like I don't want to feel that feeling again. And so like I'm going back to work and like I'm kind of competing again here soon and just like working hard for next season, you know.
Maya, you've been doing this longer than all of them, right? Um, before you were here before sanctioning, well, you're wrestling in Illinois and you wrestled before sanctioning. Does it almost make you a little jealous of what they have now?
I'm a little bit, but just in the sense that I did all the hard stuff and now they got these brackets that I'm like, dang, I could have walked it through this. And I had to go the hard way. But I mean, I started wrestling when I was 7 at Illinois, in like Chatham, Glenwood area. Wrestled with the boys growing up, wrestled on my boys middle school team, made it to state my 8th grade year for boys, and then wrestled in high school on the boys team. We had a couple girls on our team, but it was mainly just like me and one other girl that were like making impacts on our boys team. But yeah, once we had it sanctioned my senior year, and that was when it kind of just like this big aha moment, and like it showed that like everything that we did work for, whether it was like we were working wrestling the guys or these girls that just started having their own girls team, like it was just like this monumental movement of we all worked really hard for this, and we finally have our own shot to do something really cool.
Yeah. Camille, I think I met you your 8th grade year, or before you went into your 8th grade year. It's been fun watching you. Waverly might be the only other team that everybody in the state hates besides Bettendorf, right?
Sorry, I can't help it.
But no, your years of wrestling, are you a junior this year?
I'm a junior.
Junior this year, you've had a great career. How has wrestling kind of shaped you?
So I started out in gymnastics, and I just remember I did that for 10 years, and then when I transferred over to wrestling, my parents were so excited because they're like, yay, we want us to travel that far, like, it's kind of smaller thing, not practice as much, and then it's just turned into, like, we go from traveling to Missouri, Nebraska, to traveling to Las Vegas and Spokane, Washington, and places like that, and it's just, like, it was such a shock, but I think growing up in sport gymnastics, everything was perfection. Like, you strive for perfection. If it's not perfect, it's not right. And I think in wrestling, like, you get something taken away from you, like you get points scored on you, you can gain that right back. And I think that's my favorite part is you don't have to be perfect in the sport because you can like make up for everything that goes wrong for the most part.
Like that. That was good. I always like to have some fun questions in here too because we got to enjoy some fun things. Wrestlers, we enjoy food. What would you say is your guilty pleasure food? We'll start with Camille.
Oh no. I think I gotta say ice cream after last night. I kind of drove them to the mall, an ice cream place, and it ended up being closed, so I did not check the hours, but
And then we went to Cold Stone and got ice cream.
probably ice cream. I don't know.
What's favorite flavor?
Oh, I have to try something new. But like my go-to is always either like an Oreo, cookies and cream, maybe cheesecake, something like that.
Solid flavors. It's all right. How about you, Maya?
Well, I love eating mac and cheese, and if my weight's good after practice, I do like to indulge in a McDonald's cookie tote.
Oh.
And I eat about half of it.
So mac and cheese, there's a lot of different ways. It's not out of the box, right? Are you talking like real mac and cheese?
It depends on how much money I have budgeted for that week.
Yeah.
If it's like an unlimited supply that I get to choose, it's always gonna be like Panera white cheddar mac and cheese. That's gonna be my go-to. If it has to be out of the box, Annie's white cheddar mac and cheese.
Okay,
It's
so
organic, but it's like so good.
So I was gonna ask Velveeta or what's Easy Mac, which neither of those.
Kraft. Yeah,
Kraft,
Kraft.
yeah.
If it's between those, it's Kraft.
It's got Kraft. You don't do the squeezed cheese thing with that?
No, the squeezed cheese is just like I don't know. It's weird.
It's so much easier. Do you microwave or you have to cook it on the stove?
Stove.
All right. How about you?
I'd have to say chocolate. Yeah, any type of chocolate. I love chocolate.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Yes, because dark chocolate sucks, right?
Yeah, milk chocolate, and now really like Dubai chocolate. Like,
Oh my God.
I love it. Me and Nessa, after every time we wrestle, we always have Dubai chocolate. Like, we share Dubai chocolate.
Good choice.
It's so good.
I discovered Dubai chocolate this year.
It's so good. Like, it's like a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm like, Nessa, Dubai chocolate. Like, can we eat this? And she's like, yes, yes.
It's good stuff.
It's amazing.
It's great.
And it's so good when it's refrigerated.
Oh my God, I've never done it.
When it's cold, oh my god.
See how you learn so much fat?
You need
learn
to
it.
try
Oh,
Dubai
man.
chocolate.
I'm all over that.
So good.
I mean, I do watch my figure quite a bit. You can probably notice
No.
that.
No, refrigerate your Dubai chocolate. It's so good.
Grace, do you have any
Yeah.
bad foods that you eat?
All the time. M&M's specifically though.
What kind?
What? Yeah.
Just the regular. The other ones are all bad.
No, the peanut butter ones are good.
What else?
They're tolerable. The peanut ones are tolerable. All the other flavors are just trash. They just don't even need to have them.
Caramel?
Terrible.
You can't. Oh. my
I like the
God.
peanut butter
I don't know if
ones.
Grace and I can be friends any longer. I'm
Head
not.
locker.
I'm just not sure.
Have you had the cookie dough ones?
Yeah, they're not great.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're like not edible, honestly.
It's
The plastic is okay sometimes.
There's something wrong with
The
that.
peanut butter is so good.
Jada, what's your go-to?
Texas Roadhouse rolls
Oh,
with the
God.
butter,
Yeah.
always. After season, straight Texas Roadhouse. If I have to
Chocolate.
stop and get a dozen rolls, I'm fine with that.
That'd be all right. Yeah, that's good. Now, if you're at Texas Roadhouse, is there something else? What are you getting else?
Probably the shrimp and then with seasoned rice.
Nice, very good. No steak.
Yeah, no steak.
That's a steak.
It's
Not
honestly-
usually.
I love steak.
If I do, it's medium rare. So
Good girl.
Yes.
All right. At least
Best way to eat
you're not well done. For
Mhm.
disowned you. Vacation spot. Where would your favorite? What's a bucket list vacation spot for you?
Probably somewhere in the mountains, somewhere with clear water, like Montana or something. I feel like that would be cool. You go hiking, and then see all the like wilderness. I feel like that'd be cool.
All right, Grace.
This is actually like somewhere I'm going to like for spring break, but I'm going to Utah and I'm excited because I love hiking. I love anywhere you can hike, especially.
Olivia.
Bahamas. I want to swim with the pigs. I really want to swim with the pigs. It just sounds so fun.
I did not know they swim with pigs in the
Yes, you can swim with the pigs, and I want to go.
Maya.
I don't really know like destination wise, but I really like amusement parks. So probably just like find a cool amusement park in another country.
Where are some of your favorite amusement parks so far?
Holiday World's pretty cool. Six Flags is pretty cool. I just bought a season pass because it was cheaper than getting the day pass. So I'm gonna
Which Six Flags?
just the one in St. Louis. That's the one I'm closest to.
Oh, that's right. You said you're going to St. Louis. I forget that.
Yeah. But we already went there, so now I can go to any of the other parks for free.
Oh,
So
nice.
I just gotta check them off now.
So amusement parks. What's your favorite thing? Roller coasters.
Yeah.
Assuming. What's the best roller coaster so far?
The Legend at Holiday World's pretty cool. It's a like wooden one. It just goes up and down a bunch, super fast. And then the like spinny rides at Six Flags where they like take you upside down. Those ones are always really fun.
Nice. How about you, Camille?
I have like a top two. I want to go to Greece. And then I also want to go to New York City during the winter time, but I definitely wouldn't do that right now, and only if it like wasn't so crowded.
Oh my gosh, no, it's gonna be so fun.
Like,
Have you seen the TikToks where it's like you go to Dubai and you get your head wrapped?
no.
No, in like the desert. I need to go there. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I want to go there.
All right. One question I've been asking recently is, what do you think it means to wrestle like a girl? Not the organization. I'm talking about what do you think defines girls wrestling?
Headlocks.
Oh my
Hold up,
god.
I actually got a good one. So I was repping with like another person today, and I was going to take like the spot. And one of the things he says is the sportsmanship difference between girls and boys wrestling is crazy. And that doesn't sound like a major comment, but I think just the respect between everyone in the girls community is a lot stronger than that in the boys community at times, just because maybe it's just not shown as much there. But I thought that comment kind of stuck out to me today.
It's a great comment, actually.
Yeah, I agree with her. Like I said, it's like I've seen when I was repping to like all the girls are like after either if they won or they lost, they would like always give each other a hug and tell them good job and like think like they just go out there and like wrestle hard, like no matter what, like win or lose, like they don't give up easily. Like that's what I've noticed. Like they're on their back, like they'll fight off their back for a minute and a half if they have to. Like they don't give up.
Are we to Grace now?
I guess so. I think it's mostly just like they have fun, and I'm not saying like they have fun like they don't like try in their matches, but like outside of their matches, like between them when they're warming up and stuff, like you see so much character in girls wrestling. Like I mean, you see their hair is all braided in fun colors. They're out, they're like talking to their friends, and I feel like you see that the most in girls wrestling is just like kids having fun, and I feel like that's a lot of what wrestling like a girl is.
Jada?
I think wrestling like a girl is wrestling with knowledge, a lot of knowledge, knowing where you're at on the mat, and for sure being a good sportsman.
Yeah.
And no matter what happens in the match, always using the knowledge that they have.
I think I'm gonna have one more thing. Why would you tell someone to start officiating? And I don't care where we start.
I would tell someone to start officiating if they want to learn more about the sport. Because you can always learn from anybody, anywhere, anytime. If it's an older male, older female, try to get all the wisdom you can while you're young and use all of that and pass it down to the next generation.
I think that it should be because the sport has given us so much. Like if you've competed in wrestling, I think it's probably given you a lot of experiences, friendships, life lessons, and I feel like it's almost like part of your responsibility to like carry that on to like the next generations. So like whatever you can do impossible to give back to the sport that gave so much to us.
Yeah, like just like giving back and it's so much fun. Like you get to see a different side of wrestling and like like how you're always yelling at the refs because they're doing something wrong. Like now you're in that position, like you can take us like realize like, oh yeah, like I need to do this, I need to call this and like getting knowledge from everyone, like just talking with all like the older refs that have done it forever, like you can see a different side of wrestling and like why they call things, why they don't call things and all that.
Yeah, I'd say the two benefits that you get to reffing, the first one, yeah, you get a lot of knowledge that if you're still wrestling, it helps with your wrestling because now you're seeing everything in different positions and you're thinking like a ref, so you know what they're looking for you to score your takedown or how to get a stall call or what you need to do to not get a match stopped. And the other thing is that if you're high school, college, it's a great way to get gas money. Like, back to gas money. If you're a broke college kid, ref
And
some
Sonic.
tournament- Yeah, and Sonic. Ref a few tournaments on the weekend. There's your rent. There's your like money for some food. Like, it's a great way to just kind of keep yourself busy and not get stuck doing things you shouldn't be doing because you're wrestling and then you're reffing. The weekend's full.
Very nice.
I think just the respect for the refs. I think I'll have a lot more respect for the refs after this, just because, I mean, I don't get angry at calls, but some of them will obviously upset me a lot of times.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I had something else, but I forgot it. So,
That's all right.
Being out there, like
Yeah.
being a ref out there is like more difficult than you would ever think. Like you see them and they're like just do it with ease and like actually going out there and doing it is difficult. Like because sometimes you have to make the right call and people don't agree and then you have to like ignore them and it's just like a whole bigger deal. It's like going out there. It's like fun when you go out there and you get the hang of it and just like try it out. And if it's not for you, then it's not for you.
Very good. I am going to be honest. I hate refereeing. I will not even do it. Will not even do it in my room. I usually have somebody else like matches that we have, wrestle off matches. I won't do it unless I absolutely have to. So I
Just let me start doing them. I said,
there-
please just
there
let
you
me
go.
do
Well,
them.
you have to drive across the state.
Yeah,
I'm on the way other side.
it's okay. Gas money?
Gas money. There you go. No, but I do respect all of you. You've done a great job. Some of you I've known for years and years and years, and some of you I just met today. But it was fun to get to know you better tonight. It was fun to watch you guys officiate, and I hope you come back every year and do this tournament, and then we'll keep growing this. And maybe at some point in time, we'll have more female officials than male officials. So
Yes.
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.